A lot of people have been asking me, after I wrote this article about Sophie, the Countess of Wessex, what she was actually like. I spent a week in Qatar with the Countess of Wessex a couple of weeks ago. She was there in her capacity as a patron of Vision 2020 and a global ambassador for the International Agency for the Prevention of Blindness, and there as part of a team sent by Orbis UK to essentially raise more funds for the cause against preventable blindness in Qatar. And there she spoke to me about a number of different things, including her daughter Lady Louise's eye problems, the fact that she really admired the Queen because she was a great listener, how she's railed against fashion, but decided that actually she does need to look good because she's on display, and almost embraced it after several years of trying to fight against it. Also told me about the Duke of Edinburgh's award, which celebrates its 60th anniversary next year, and how she's going to take on a personal challenge of some description. She wouldn't tell me what it was, but that it was going to be fairly daredevil and very physical. And so we had this whole conversation, which took place in a suite at our hotel, the Oryx Rotana in Doha. And many people have said since I did that piece, what she actually like, because she does get a little bit of press on occasion, Sophie, but she isn't like the Cambridges, constantly followed by a huge press pack, and a lot of work that she does is rather unsung and below radar. So what can I tell you about her? Very, very approachable from the beginning of the tour. We met her actually as she came to the hotel. We were in a bit of a lineup, which never usually happens. Journalists aren't part of these things, but hands were shook and I introduced her to our photographer. She was very, very friendly from the very beginning, and throughout actually. Sometimes when you do royal jobs, it seems a bit odd, but you're very voyeuristic. You don't necessarily chat to the principals, you're just watching them. There isn't much interaction, hardly even have a conversation. Political journalists find it really weird at royal jobs because politicians will talk to you but royals won't. We're not even meant to ask them questions on jobs, we just slightly listen in and report what they've said to other people. In this instance, the Countess was very, very approachable, chatting to us frankly throughout the whole tour, very down to earth, very good with people, I would say. We went to a charity called MADA, which helps people with disabilities, and she instantly had a rapport with some of the children she met there who had very significant mental and physical impairment, which isn't an easy thing to do, not least when there's cameras snapping away. We did the interview. She was very, very open, very relaxed. We made her a cup of tea. She was happy with that. I'll give you an example of how accommodating she was. In fact, we decided we couldn't go to the last job of the trip because we had to write up our copy and publish our photographs and all the rest of it. So I said to her, "I'm sorry ma'am, but we can't make the gala tonight," which is a shame because we'd love to see what you're wearing. And she said to the photographer Mark, "Oh well, don't worry, what I'll do, Mark, is I'll come down 5 minutes before I'm due to leave and you can take some photographs of me in the hotel lobby so that you've got the pictures even if you haven't come to the event." That kind of thing is quite rare in royal reporting. We were standing there going, "Okay, that would work for us, thank you very much." In the flesh, she's a really attractive woman, very elegant, got very delicate features, looks very good for 50 years. She's quite serious, I would say, got a jokey side, but she's very much the professional, the royal professional, quite softly spoken, I would say a quietly confident kind of person, not very show-offy, if that's even a word. But I suppose I'm saying that because, you know, she's in a position where she could perhaps throw her weight around and be a diva, and she's arguably the complete antithesis of that. And that's not to be sycophantic. I'm not saying this because, you know, it's in my interest. I've got the interview now. If I had anything bad to say, I could happily report it. But no, I must admit, as royals go, she was a refreshing change. You know, really understood the media, understood what we were trying to achieve, and actually was very candid when I asked her questions about Lady Louise's sight. She was born with a profound squint because she was premature, and it's a bit delicate to ask such things, you know, personal things of members of the royal family. You have to tread very carefully. She was very open about it. It seemed as if actually she wanted to set the record straight, because there'd been quite a lot of misreporting of the condition. So all in all, a great result. It's in the magazine. You need to log on to the www.express.co.uk. You can find the whole interview there. But yeah, all in all, a very good royal experience.